So this is the Coral Adder British Distortion. I call it that because, well, it sounds like a Marshall in a box. It's rock and roll underfoot, and it really rocks. I love using this pedal. It just sounds great on everything. If you want to have your tone that you can take anywhere, put it in front of any amp, and it sounds like you, Coral Adder is what you need. As much as this pedal is straightforward rock and roll, its controls are straightforward too. You have a 3-band EQ, low, mid, and high. Venom is your volume. Attack is your distortion. It's basically designed to crank up and go. So let's do that. Now, the Coral Adder sounds great with humbucking guitars in front of just about any amp, but I thought for this demo, let's use something a little more unassuming, like an old classic Fender circuit and a bridge single coil, something we don't necessarily associate with rock, but then kill it with the Coral Adder and rock it out. Now, I'm going to set each one of these demos up as a specific kind of amp tone. This first one's going to be more of a classic rock tone, and then I'll turn the attack distortion knob up incrementally to show how much control it has over your tone. First, here's the amp by itself. And here's the Coral Adder. Now let's turn the attack up for a bit more grit. And then let's crank the attack all the way up for some more saturation and articulation. So now let's set it up for more of a hot British tone, a little more low end, a little more mid-range to cut through, and again, the 3 different levels of gain. Here's the amp by itself. And the Coral Adder. Let's add a bit more gain. And then crank up the attack all the way. And finally, let's set it up for a modern hard rock heavy distortion. The amp by itself. And the Coral Adder. And if you crank the attack all the way up, you get a great solo tone. Now, one of the coolest things about the Coral Adder is the Venom control. Now, let's say you have a clean amp, a clean tube amp that never really gets quiet and definitely doesn't get high gain quiet. And the kids are sleeping upstairs, or your mom's yelling at you, or whatever it is. You can take your Coral Adder, get the tone you love, and then just back off the volume on the Venom control. It preserves your tone. It's as if you took the entire amp and turned it down, but it still sounds huge. It basically makes any amp the ultimate practice amp. So there you go. That's the Coral Adder British Distortion. Oh, and remember, just like the rest of my line, the Coral Adder and all Reptile Series pedals are 100% hand-built in-house by me. I don't farm stuff out.